Spooky. Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're here with some more homegrown horrors. Adam, why don't you tell us all what homegrown horror is?
Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories that you folks have sent to us, whether you're a viewer or a listener, and they're paranormal, supernatural, spooky, coincidental, sometimes extraterrestrial, sometimes true crime in nature. Robin, for folks who had a story like that, where can they send them?
You can send it to Storytime at Scaryish.com or go to our website, Scaryish.com, fill out the contact us form, and it gets emailed to us that way.
Indeed. So we would love to hear from you. In fact, 3 of the 4 homegrown horrors that we're going to be reading tonight came in off the website. So thank you so much to the folks who went over there. We appreciate it. But like I said just now, we're going to be reading 4 of them. Did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I don't even know what you got up, so why don't you surprise us?
All right, I guess I will go first then. So, this first one's subject is, I stayed at the Stanley Hotel.
I wonder, there was a ghost encounter somewhere in here?
Whatever happened, we're about to find out. And it says like, boop. It starts like this. Hello, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. That's how I'm saying hello tonight.
Hello, Governor.
Deal with it. Can read on the pod, but the second part of the email is mostly logistics. You'll probably want to skip reading that on the pod. I will say this. I did read that second part just to see if we should scrap it. And when I sent it to Spooky Mom, she took it off. And I just think it's really good advice for anyone who wants to go to the Stanley Hotel. So I'm going to go ahead and read it once we get through the first part, which is what happened.
Okay.
I just think it's fun. I'm a fan of logistics. Who doesn't like logistics?
Okay.
I got to mark it because I have to close down Intro Fighters because it's making this PC or this laptop chug. But all right, that's good to go. So yeah, it goes like this. Part 1 for the pod. My name is Nicole, she, her. I sent in a couple stories back in November. I haven't heard of them in a Storytime episode yet, but look forward to it. I'm pretty sure I remember the ones that they sent in. My boyfriend reserved a room for 2 nights at the Stanley Hotel in January as my Christmas gift.
Aww.
We drove up from Denver. The hotel was really lovely. The area was beautiful, and there were lots of activities available.
Horseback riding, probably. Boating.
Skiing. It depends. It's January, so I imagine there's snow on the ground. So there's got to be a bunch of stuff that you can do. All right. I lost my spot.
Too busy thinking about snow.
No. I'm thinking about food. I'm so fucking hungry. I enjoyed the visit a great deal, and I'm excited for you to hit the 150 Patreon goal and visit the Stanley Hotel.
Yes. I'm going to interject and be like, hey, we're pretty far from 150, but if you guys want to sign up for Patreon and get us closer to going to the Stanley Hotel, that'd be cool.
We're closer to 150 than we are to 0, but we're further away from 150 than we were this time last year. So yeah, go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast and sign up. All right. The hotel was really lovely. Can't wait for us to go. I signed up for Patreon as soon as I return home from the trip, LOL.
Thank you so much.
That is very nice of you. I don't have any personal spooky stories from my stay, but I can share one recent story I heard from our tour guide.
Okay.
As always, take it with a grain of salt. A couple weeks ago, a mother and daughter stayed in the infamous room 217. That's the room that blew up a year after the building was complete, and the room in which Stephen King stayed. He wasn't there when it blew up. He just had a nightmare, and that inspired The Shining. The mother and daughter were returning... Nope. Balls.
L2 read.
Well, it's hard because it's all in like a little cluster in the side. It's a weird format. The mother and daughter were returning to the room. Upon entering, the daughter headed to the bathroom, while the mother God damn it. The mother waited in the room.
The mother whoopon.
When the daughter opened the door to... God, I just can't, I keep skipping 2 lines. It's weird what my eyes are doing right now. I apologize. When the daughter opened the door to the bathroom, a large figure stood in front of her. It let out a violent scream and rushed toward her. Hearing the violent scream and her daughter's scream, the mother rushed to collect her daughter and leave the room.
That's like something from The Shining.
Yeah. Thinking there was a real person inside their room, the mother called the police. The tour guide, whose story this is, learned of the event when he saw the hotel manager and police officer rush down the hall toward room 217. The tour guide followed. The police officer cleared the room and found no evidence of a break-in. Though the room is only on the 2nd floor, it is not easily accessible from the outside. There is no balcony, and the window to the bathroom is more of a porthole than a standard window. Maybe it was an angry ghost, or maybe it was a real person. Either way, it's creepy. Bit of an aside here, but worth mentioning. Here's a pro tip for those of us that are hide under the cover types rather than tell the ghost to fuck off types. Wear an eye mask when you sleep. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you won't see spooky shit when your eyes are adjusting and trying to make the sense of space around you. Trying to make sense of the space around you. I haven't heard...
It's not me this time.
It's all me. I haven't had sleep paralysis since I started wearing an eye mask at night. Interesting.
You know what would be even scarier, though, is if you had an eye mask on, and when you open your eyes, you still saw something, you know?
Like I was waiting, like tapping his toes, waiting for you to take off your eye mask?
No.
Like, come
like
on, bro.
you open your eyes, and...
Like you're hallucinating onto the darkness?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be scary for sure. Follow up on the story I sent back in November about my dad's heart surgery. It was successful.
Yay!
He is recovering well. I hope you can make it out to Colorado soon. I hope you all, including Spooky Mom, are doing well. I think I speak for all the listeners when I say we appreciate all the hard work and long hours you put into the podcast. Thank you, Nicole. Well, I'm going to read the second part. Even though you said it wasn't that exciting, I love logistics. So part 2, the secret part, the hidden part, is logistics. Forgot it's going to make noise. We'll take care of that later. A few tips for when you visit. Be sure to avoid the Aspire building. It is brand new. The Stanley and the Lodge were built in 1909 and 1910, respectively. So if you're looking for that like spooky encounters, you're going to want to go to the other ones, not the Aspire. Got it. A tour guide. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I was looking at your drink.
I thought you were looking at my boobs.
I was looking at your drink because you sound like you need water.
Okay. You could just say, why don't you take a sip of water?
Yeah, you should take a sip of water. Maybe take a gulp.
Gulp's not good. Sip is good. me.
I can see that spit on your lip.
A tour guide mentioned the music hall is still actively used and podcasts have been recorded there in the past.
I believe that.
Might be a great place to record and have a meet and greet. We would totally do that if we hit 150 patrons. The Stanley offers a variety of entertainment: day tour, night ghost tour, paranormal magic show, seances.
I want a paranormal magic show. It's like two things that I like in one thing. I love magic and I love paranormal shit. It's like, who invented this? Paranormal magic show?
Sounds very interesting.
Oh,
also,
dude.
Music events and more. While visiting, we went on the day tour and the paranormal magic show. I'd recommend both. They were very well done. Day tour. You get a bit of historical context, learn about the founders' lives, actually very interesting people, and some ghost stories. Definitely ask to see the tunnels under the property. You can't go in them, but you can get up close and peek. I attached pics. Paranormal magic show. We went to Aidan Sinclair's underground show. I describe this as an illusion magic show with credit going to the paranormal rather than the magician. I appreciated the magician wasn't trying to terrify people, more scary-ish shock and awe. The Lodge has a breakfast restaurant called Brunch & Co. The food was excellent. There's a lunch and dinner restaurant in the Stanley. While the food was very good, it was overpriced and would have been just as happy to eat in Estes Park.
I assume any food at the hotel is going to be overpriced. It's like when you go to Disney, the food is okay, but that shit is overpriced.
Pricey as food. The main street in Estes Park, with shops, restaurants, and a grocery store, is less than a mile from the Stanley Hotel and an easy walk. Parking sucks, so I wouldn't recommend driving from the hotel to the main street. Winter might be an ideal time to visit. It was way less crowded, plus off-season room rates.
I mean, hey, in this Shining, they went to the hotel during the winter, and that's when shit popped off.
Though it's winter, Colorado gets 300 days of sun. Due to the altitude, the sun is very bright and provides quite a bit of warmth on a winter day. And finally, the town of Estes Park is only 20 minutes from Rocky Mountain National Park. It's a great opportunity to check out a national park. Pretty cool. That's good stuff. I'm glad we read that because for folks that want to go to it, that's like all really good stuff to know. So thank you one more time, Nicole, for sending that in. We sincerely appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I definitely enjoy going to national parks too.
Same here. Yeah.
So checking out the park ranger.
I would really like to go to the Stanley Hotel. We would 100% record while we were there. It would be cool to do a meet and greet. I think that would be like a huge goal for the pod. But it's like, Patreon has patron ebbs and flows. Some people like have to back out. Some people change their levels. Then with someone get an influx, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to like push up into that 150 space.
Yeah.
But if you're listening, we always put it at the end of the show. But I mean, it's $1 to sign up, 4 quarters. You get early access. You get no ads. It's a pretty good deal. $3, you get to boss us around and tell us what to do every now and then when we put up a poll like we just did like 2 episodes ago. So consider it. All right, let's look over into stream chat,
Why
see
are
what
you
you wonderful
terrifying?
folks had to say. Let's give some shout outs first. Shout out to Sam XALV. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be.
Samantha.
Yeah, we're gonna act like that didn't happen. Sam XALV. Or Sam and Alvin. I don't know. Either way, thank you so much for following. A shout out to Glitch, who resubscribed for the 32nd month. Shout out to Laura Ann, who resubscribed for the 30th month and said, yay. Shout out to Lizbatry, Enzomatrix, Chloe, Madscan, Enzomatrix again, Glitch, and Lizbatry. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those are drinks. Enzomatrix and Lizbatry had 2 high fives. We're next to each other, so these are easy. Don't hurt me.
Okay.
You don't have to be. You don't. Whatever you're doing right now is completely unnecessary.
Well, I want to do both your hands.
Then say you put up a hand. Don't like start adjusting my body. Creep. All right, there's your high fives, y'all. All right, 5 drinks. I will say I'm drinking water because I'm not feeling great today. I was drinking soda
Someone
earlier.
asked if you were drinking out of Tupperware.
Out of Tupperware? No, this is. It looks like a measuring cup. Has like the lines on it, but it's from Disneyland, in particular, PIM Technologies, which is in the new Avengers area. They sell like alcoholic beverages there. Robin got one when we were there last, and I drink out of the cup because I think it looks really cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna use the opportunity to hydrate rather than drink. What are you gonna drink?
So I have whatever Pocari Sweat I had left. I could make more because I have the powder, so I could make more. But I just poured what I had left. I put a bunch of rum in there, and then I put Chambord in there. So it's like 2 different types of alcohol, and like barely any of my
Going hard
drink.
tonight, jeez.
Well, I figure, okay, I think I'm gonna do my drinks, and since you're drinking water, I'll take your drinks.
Don't do 12 drinks, so then I have to edit you slurring through an episode. It's so difficult to edit you when you're drunk. It's like whatever like garbage I just did when I was reading, it's 10 times as bad. And your best takes are all like, you don't tell me how much I've had to drink. It's so bad. Just do a normal 6, please, for the love of God. If you want to take extra drinks, do it when we get to marbles. Don't. Please just don't.
Don't tell me what to do. You don't own me.
We're also
an independent woman.
We're also on a Robin's high five seems more like an attack. It is. We're also on a new mic setup tonight. The same old mics we've been recording with, but we have a new audio interface we're running it through, and it seems to be working properly, rather than having a Yeti sitting here secretly picking us both up at the same time. So, excuse me. Enzomatrix says drunk Robin stream. All right, let me scroll to the tippy top. I'm reading the bottom. First person in either channel was Liztree said, woohoo, it's Wednesday. Laura said, hello, good evening. Glitch said, woo. Madscan said, hello all.
Why'd you type in the number 6?
I was testing it. I was going to skip that because it was a test and I didn't think anyone would care that I typed in the number 6.
Oh, why 6? It could have been any number.
Because it's the only number I could reach. So I was like over here and I was like...
I see 9, 6, and 3.
Well, I reached 6, okay? Why don't you get off my fucking back? Shout out to Chloe Michelle. She has joined us here as well. Queen Effany, Brandon Chicken. Keep scrolling. 911 Girl is here. What up, 911 Girl? Thank you for joining us. Malem's here. Oh, I love that guy. Captain Fake Guy is also here. It's nice to see everyone joining us.
So, just to let everybody know, my makeup tonight is very okay. Because Adam didn't bring my makeup bag from Vegas.
She asked me 2 weeks ago to bring it, and so I forgot. And it's like, I'm a horrible human being. I brought her student ID, which she asked me to bring as well. So, stop it. Seriously. What is wrong with you?
I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
We saw each other yesterday. I got here yesterday.
Yeah, I know. But you're still cute.
You have a sip of fucking alcohol and you get all eye molesty, which leads to hand molesty, and I don't like it.
Hand molesty?
Glitch says, I'm on call every night.
So hand molesty, after what hand molesty, what does it turn into?
I don't want to go there. I am on call every night now for like 4 hours. Hey, let me turn off the mic. Alright, I'm on call every night, every night now for like 4 hours, and I don't like even that, lol. I missed something. Captain Pig Eye said, I am somehow post-call again.
What does that mean?
Oof, like, I'm pretty sure.
On call?
I think it's like she just got done working and she's still on call.
Well, she says, I'm pretty sure each time I take 28-hour call, I lose 3 weeks of my life.
No.
What?
That sounds really rough. Keep scrolling. Captain Vegas says, I'm on pager call on call. God damn it. I'm on pager call again tonight. LOL.
Ugh.
I don't know. Thank God Fellowship will be over in 1 year. Almost there. Keep going.
And then you're going to be your own independent doctor.
Matt Scan says to Captain Fig, I give you such props. I could never. I love my sleep. Faye says, at least when I go to sleep, it means I fall asleep immediately. LOL.
Do you get to take breaks at least? Like micro naps? Like an hour? You know? You don't get a lunch break, but you get like an hour sleep. Or, well, it's like, I just imagine you get an hour of sleep, right? And instead of a lunch, you have like buns in your pocket. And you just like, you know, like those buns from 85 degrees, you just put them in your pocket. And then just walk down the hallway shoving a bun in your mouth. Because you'd rather sleep than spend your lunch eating, you know?
Most of us have buns in our back pocket. So. But yeah, it's got to be rough to find some time to sleep and eat during that. Faye says, how is everyone doing? How are you doing, Robin?
Today was better than yesterday.
Yeah.
You know how we do.
I had my annual review today, and I got a good raise. Very nice. I felt very appreciated.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's good stuff. I'm like at 2 years into this job, and I still really love it. Knock on wood.
Aw, Elizabeth Tree says, our 7 and 8-year-old are joining us tonight for the stream. Cute, 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 cute.
Hello, tiny Elizabeth Trees. How are you doing? We hope you're good. Listen to your parents. They're smart people.
Yep.
They know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gonna keep scrolling.
Don't question their, like, anime knowledge. They will own you.
You think a 7 and 8-year-old and be like, I don't think you know what you're talking about when it comes to that. I'm pretty sure it's a 15-year-old that you're about to talk about.
I was just like, when he argued with me.
Someone challenged Robin's anime knowledge.
I can't.
5 years ago, and she's still not over it because it was someone that was younger. So, all right, Donosaur is here. What up, Donosaur? Thank you for joining us. Bunny Cake says, good morning. What up? Gonna keep scrolling. 911 Girl says, oh yeah, you're together this week. Yay! Indeed. I flew in yesterday. It was awful. Actually, the flight was fine. It's just getting back to the house was a challenge for sure. But I'm here.
Oh yeah, because no one could pick him up. He chose the time where everyone's working.
I chose a time where it was $100 cheaper, and I figured I would just stay at the airport and work, but it didn't work out like that, and it was kind of a nightmare. And then I was like, oh, you know, an Uber's not too expensive. I'll take an Uber. And I was like, I'll grab my stuff. I left the terminal, got outside to the rideshare spot, and the Uber had gone up to $150. And I was like, that's twice the amount of both flights that I booked. There's no way I'm paying that much. And so it was just like trying to go back inside, then I couldn't go back into the terminal because I didn't have a ticket, and then trying to find a space to like cool my jets while I waited, and I was working technically, and I wound up missing meetings. It was just a whole thing. So I'm here now, and I'm happy I'm here.
Mad Scan says, I think I have a permanent bump on my finger from shutting it in my car door.
Ow. Hopefully that goes away.
I have had my fingers, you know, the sliding van door?
Mm-hmm.
I had my hand. I was getting into the back seat, and so I gripped the side to push myself into the, you know, the back seat area. And someone shut the door on my fingers in the side of the van door. And I don't know how, but my fingers were not cut off. It was a miracle.
As long as there's like safety latches, they're not supposed to close all the way.
It closed all the way. I was like, open the door, open the door. I was just like,
open the door. If you had your fingers crushed, and let me say it this way: if I had my fingers crushed, and I said that, I was like, open the oar. Robin, knowing full and well that my hand was crushed in the door, would be like, what's an oar? Open what oar? And just leave me. All right, let's keep going. Captain Big Eye says, when did we get bows and arrows? I think that's in reference to
the fighting game.
There's an update for it, which I will run if we decide to play some of that tonight. I didn't run it because I started it like 60 seconds before the show was going to go live. And it still runs even though it has an update, but it's supposed to be better balanced, and it's supposed to like not have the teams be super off balance, because as we all know, whatever team I'm on gets fucking demolished. So, please don't hurt me. Chloe Michelle says, Mom and Dad are together. And Captain Big Eye says, ooh, that smoky eye.
I also says, was watching Moon Knight, lost track of time. Moon Knight has already been seen in the park.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's 2 episodes deep. So
yeah, it's already in DCA.
I want to watch it. What's for Dinner says, was watching Moon Knight. You just read that. I'm stupid.
Captain Big Eye says, just realized you can book haunted rooms at the Stanley Hotel. Why would anyone pay more for that?
People want that experience.
I don't.
Plus, there's only one room that's supposed to be haunted, I think. I can't remember.
217?
It's been a long time since we've covered that topic.
I don't want to stay in a haunted room, Because big nopes. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to stay in a haunted room? It's like asking to take home demons.
I don't want to stay at a haunted room. I would like to record near one, maybe in one. Depends on how much money I was getting paid. Chloe Michelle says, yes, the makeup is beautiful, Robin.
It's not, though.
Looking spicy.
I did it in 10 minutes with no eyeliner. I cannot. All my eyeliner is in Vegas, apparently. And so I was like, I don't even know what to do. What am I supposed to do?
And Westerner says, is it just me or does Robin look very professional to me?
I'm wearing what I wore to work today. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Listener says, Adam, are you drinking water out of a Tupperware bowl? Nah. I already answered that one. It's funny, though. It definitely looks like something like that. It looks like a measuring cup because it really is a measuring cup that they probably bought and then just fucking stamped the PIM thing on the side of.
Let's see. Glitch says, isn't a paranormal magic show just Chris Angel? Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, some stuff that I've seen David Copperfield do, I was like, what the fuck?
I went to a David Copperfield show also, and I was, I don't know, it was really fun as a kid, so. And Reggie Miller was there, for those of you who know who Reggie Miller is. He came in, like, right before the show started, because they didn't want people to, like, go fucking crazy, because he was on the floor. He was, like, up in the front, and he had to walk past everyone. But it was, super exciting. Alright, Glitch says, LOL, on a side note, he seems like a douche canoe, I think in regards to Chris Angel. Captain Vegas says, does a douche canoe shoot douches?
No, because he says douche cannon.
Did he say cannon? My bad. I thought it was douche canoe, because, that's the thing. Enzo Matrix says, to me, is it an extra cost to add the feature of collecting points while watching on Twitch? It is not.
It is not.
As long as you're watching on Twitch, you will collect points. You collect more if you are a subscriber, though. I think the rate is
just Matrix says, follow an Elden Ring streamer, and they have that feature, and you can gamble / heist the points you score.
Yeah, we do the bet thing.
Yeah.
But that's like the only thing we do with our points.
Yeah.
Let's put up the Patreon link. Thank you for that.
Captain Fake Guy says, I also say I'm an independent woman who needs no man until I have to get something off the high shelf. Adam...
It was internal.
Oh, I thought someone was talking.
This is my tummy. It went, oh. I'm so
yesterday, Adam was like, is this yours up here? And it's like on the top highest shelf in the bathroom. And I was like, I'm the only one who can reach that.
I was like, oh yeah.
That's a stupid fucking question.
Good point. Because, step stools don't exist. I'm just an idiot. Alright. Gonna keep scrolling.
My ice is making the same sound your stomach's making.
That's funny. Laura Ann says, Robin, your makeup looks better than okay. You both look very nice tonight. Thank you. I'm just wearing a black t-shirt because I forgot to put a button up that's hanging right back there.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Mad Scan says, honestly, that is such a mood of being too short and needing someone to get things, but my boyfriend isn't that much taller than me, so we both just get stuck, and then I climb on the counter. Adam's mom is very small. She is very small, and so Adam always has to grab everything. I
put things in places that are convenient for me, and then she'll be like, I can't reach that. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
The house is also, like, there's step stools everywhere.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's so funny. What's the Dinner says, I have legitimately asked a tall customer to reach something for me at work before.
During the pandemic, when, everyone was buying up, like, bread and pasta and shit, I was at Smith's grabbing pasta, like some lasagna noodles, because we were going to make lasagna. And there's no pasta on the bottom shelves. It's all on the top shelf because no one wants to go grab it. So I'm climbing these shelves to get the pasta off the top shelf, and an old lady down there is just like, can you grab me some pasta? I'm like,
fuck off, it's all mine, the tall people.
I should have been like, it's the pandemic, you can get it yourself. But no, I gave her some noodles,
That's
honestly.
so funny. Liz Tree says, we have several stools in our house because I'm short and my kids are all tiny. Keep scrolling. Captain Vegas says to Mad Scam, my new trick is using those metal grabber things to get stuff from the top shelf. Tongs in caps. Once she remembered what the name of it was. Oh my god, clearly my brain is mush. Just called tongs meat grabbers.
Bum, bum, bum,
We call a lot of things meat grabbers.
I'm with Dinner says, when my wife gets drunk, she becomes a meat grabber.
Yeah.
Why you gotta look at the camera like that?
What do you mean? Just looking at it.
I'm gonna grab some meat, but it's not gonna be what you think it is.
I'm talking about my boobs.
Nope, you're not.
Are you gonna grab what? I'm thinking that she's gonna grab my boobs when she drinks too much.
Oh, I am gonna grab your boobs. I thought you were thinking about something else.
You thought I was thinking my dick, but no.
There's children.
Oh no! What have you done? My friend Richard, People named Richard go by Dick. Why are you grabbing Richard? 4. Okay, please don't hurt me. All right, I really hope your kids aren't watching any more of this. Matt Scan says, I think the best solution is to just have a hydraulic hinge like step stool under kitchen cabinets for short people. Eve over there on Facebook says, Robin looks so beautiful,
Aww.
Usually always, but especially today.
Thank
Love you guys.
you.
I'm What's Her Name says, my sister once accidentally shut her finger in a car door, which she had just locked. She had to wait for my mom to come outside with the keys to get her fingers out.
Oh my god.
That is brutal. Lizdry says, my 7-year-old wanted to make sure everyone knows that he's the author and illustrator of the creepy doll book I shared on Facebook forever ago.
Oh, wow.
It's a wonderful book. And thank you so much for sharing that with our community. Sorry that I swore earlier. Captain Vegas says, that is very impressive.
Bunny Cakes says something about an exam. What? Oh, I have my first Korean exam on Monday, so I'm a little anxious.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm sure it'll go well. Just steady.
Bunny Cake says, thank you, I'll do my best. I can't read Korean, but fighting.
All right, we are caught up, which means we can move on to our next email. Almost burped right there. And that's you. We don't have the Yeti anymore. It's so much easier. All right, but shout out to Yeti. You guys make some awesome entry-level mics, and they are really just solid. Do the top 2 as yours, because I'm pretty sure they go together. There's one long one and one short one.
All right.
That'll make the most sense. I'll mark it, and you can go ahead. That's the long one.
All right, I'll read the long one.
All
Or
right.
should I do the short one? I'll do the long one. Fuck it. All right.
Me. Red letter, yellow letter. You never said that?
No.
To warm up your vocals? The arsonist had
No,
oddly shaped feet.
when I had choir, we did stuff like oh, you know, like what do you do that? Yeah, that stuff.
I've never heard those before. I only hear the speaking ones. I've never heard like the singing vocal warm-ups.
Oh, okay.
Because you see them on like outtakes of like clip shows or whatever where they're just like getting ready to talk to the camera. Anyways, I'll mark it. You can go ahead and read.
All right, so this next email is from... Wait, do I want to say the name at the end or not? All right. All right, so this next email is from Steve, and the subject is Dark Oak.
Interesting.
All right, so it goes. Growing up in Indiana, I've experienced a lot of crazy things. I've been chased by a naked bozo through the streets of Westfield.
Weird.
Bozo or hobo? I don't know.
Bozo is a clown from the region. So perhaps it was someone dressed up like Bozo while yet also being naked. Or it was he's just referring to them as like a jerk. Because like Bozo is something I grew up calling people that were like acting like a clown.
I got attacked by a pack of coyotes twice. They fucked up my shirt and stole my wallet both times.
Why would they take your... Were you trying to defend yourself with your wallet?
Are the coyotes like animals, or is it like a gang called the Coyotes?
That's a good question.
And one of my best friends is named Anus. It's pronounced honest, but it's written like anus.
That's
But the craziest thing of all was my dark oak closet. What's up with that? Well, let's find out.
Good read.
Hi, my name is Steven. I'm 37 years old, and I am a professional idiot. I said before that I grew up in Indiana. That's only partially true. For the first 11 years of my life, I lived in Salem, Massachusetts. I guess that makes me a witch or something. But all jokes aside, it really sucked. Dad couldn't keep any jobs because of a drinking problem, and my mom was a cashier at the local mall. That's why my family was very poor for most of my early life. All that changed, though, when my dear old man got a job in Noblesville, Indiana as an architect. Ooh.
Nice.
Which is funny because I was just talking to our architect at work, and he was like,
my son wrote into this podcast.
No, he was like, being an architect is really hard. And I was like, well, my sister's getting her master's degree in architecture. She graduates like in May. And he's like, tell her I'm sorry.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So if my sister's listening, she's like, what? All right. September 15th, 1996. We're going to go back in time. How many years? A little less than 30.
God, that makes me feel so fucking old. 26 years? Yeah.
Shit. Oh,
26
no.
years. 1996 was 26 years ago.
No, it wasn't. 26?
Yes, it was.
No.
Wow.
no.
Man, I was born in 1985.
No.
I was already having like solid independent
Stop.
thoughts by 1996,
Stop.
and that was 26 years
1996. I was 7 years old. Okay.
ago. I was 11 years old.
Were you middle school? Middle school? I was like first grade.
That's a good question. I think I was just getting into middle school. I don't remember the age that Matt. Like, I was 7 years old in second grade. I remember that. I'm pretty sure. I was 18 when I graduated in 12th grade. I don't know. Read the story. You're making me feel
Oh
so
my god.
old.
Okay, so September 15th, 1996, just a reminder, 26 years ago from this time, 2022. Okay. So my dirt poor family and I just recently moved into this new house. It's a pretty neat house and miles better than the tiny poop shack we used to live in. What the shit? I have my own bedroom now, and we finally have a bathroom that's bigger than a shoebox. Life is good. I've already found new friends, and one of them is called Honest, which is supposed to be very funny because it's spelled like anus. I really like it here. That's probably what I would have written in a diary if I had one at the time. Life was dope. Just me and my friends driving around on our bikes all day and picking fights with the local bullies.
Wow.
You guys sound like the kids from freaking It.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Lives forever on the internet now.
What?
Yearball.
Oh, okay. I've gotten beaten up so bad so many times. It's nothing but a miracle that I don't have any brain damage. Well, anyways, like I mentioned before, we moved into this fresh, dirt cheap new house near Noblesville. Well, anyways, like I mentioned before, we moved into this fresh, dirt cheap new house near Noblesville. Punctuation and grammar and stuff is very important with how you write and read. That was interesting. Okay. Now, this house was great. It was spacious, already furnished, and only a third of the usual house price. A real steal. But why was it so cheap?
It's obviously haunted.
Sounds like the beginning of a horror movie.
Dude, if you're looking at a house, it looks good, it's got a good foundation, there's nothing seriously wrong with it, and they're selling it for a third of the price it should be.
It's haunted.
Something has gone terribly wrong in that house.
Okay, so just because the original owner murdered his whole family and himself behind its walls.
Wow.
What the what? If that isn't a perfect setup for a haunting, I don't know what is. The thing was, we had absolutely no money, so we couldn't really turn the offer down. This is This is a horror movie, straight up. Like, this is the beginning of so many horror movies. Like Haunting in Connecticut, it's like they rent that house because it's dirt cheap and they need it.
My question is, did he murder them behind the walls? Did he hey, do you guys want to come behind the walls with me? Or did he kill them and then hide them behind the walls?
No.
Because were they found?
I imagine, yeah, he murdered them and then hid them behind the walls.
Okay.
That's how I would. He wasn't like, hey, you guys, check out this space behind the walls. Blah.
I thought he was like behind the walls, like he had like a crawl space, like where Bruno lived or whatever. And he's like between the walls, like, hey, like so and so, come here. And then they're like, oh my god, he's murdering me. And someone's like, what'd you say? And they're like, I don't know, you should come check it out. Come here. It's like, it depends on how big the family is, obviously. But at some point, they're like GoldenEye guards. No. Stop going to the spot where people keep dying.
But like, eventually, there's not enough space if you were at the same part of the wall murdering all these people.
You'd have to switch walls.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about something very morbidly because, let's be honest, it could be complete bullshit. So it's hard to take it that seriously. But I really hope that it's not true. It's just a rumor.
Rumor has
Otherwise, we're monsters.
Oh my god. Around a year went... Okay. I was going to say, sometimes because you hear so much messed up stuff all the time, you kind of get desensitized to it. And that's why I think this generation's a bit more desensitized to crime and horrible murder and trauma, all this tragic stuff happening, because it's just we're so exposed to it, we're all desensitized.
A lot of stuff has happened, especially recently, and when I say recently, I mean like historically recently, not like in the last 24 hours or whatever, but just in general. And there's more access to it than there's ever been before, because things like go out live nowadays thanks to like social media and the internet and so on. But let's get back to the story.
Around a year went by without any paranormal or creepy incidents. The only legit scary thing in the house was a massive dark oak closet in an otherwise completely empty room in the, let's say it together now, basement.
Hang on. Hang on, let's ask the audience. Burger basket, 2 tacos for both of you.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna make.
Wait, what kind of taco? Burger basket. Wait, what is Burger Basket the one that has the big taco? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Jules. Everyone say thank you to Jules. She wrote it on a whiteboard.
It's so cute. Okay. Oh, Laura Ann says, thanks, Jules!
Thanks, Jules! She said, no problem. Thanks,
right.
Jess!
Wait.
I figured Jess is
No, maybe Jess is driving. Thanks, Jess!
Let's go.
No. Okay. Alright. Where was I?
I don't even know where I am right now.
It had these rather creepy carvings that were supposed to resemble vines, but looked more like screaming faces. Some interior designer did not know what they were talking about.
Or they knew exactly what they were doing.
We not so jokingly called it the Closet of Trapped Souls. What if it was like that door in Haunting? Or The Haunting? The one that's Haunting at Hill House, but like the movie?
Yeah, the one that has Liam Neeson in it.
Yeah, that one. Because the door at the end...
It's like a stone door, right?
It's a stone door, and it has all these people and stuff all across it, and like the cherub faces and things like that. That's what I'm imagining this oak closet looks like. Alright. It was also locked. Wait. Did I already say?
Yeah.
We not so jokingly called it the closet.
You read that.
Okay.
That's what got you onto this haunting.
Yeah.
Tangent.
It was also locked, and no key that had been given to us could open it.
This is just like the Haunting of Hill House.
I think that was a good thing. I don't know why, but something told me that the closet should stay closed. Maybe it was the screaming faces. It's like the Dybbuk box or something. But of course, sometime later, my mom found an old rusty key while gardening. The thing was buried. So she should have just left it there. My dad tried it out on the closet, and boom, shit hit the fan.
It was filled with shit? That's so gross.
Yeah, it flew up towards the ceiling and just hit the fan.
I mean, I'm totally going to leave a closet that's really creepy in a house when I move out from now on and have it loaded with hydraulic shit where when you open the door, it just shoots directly at where I have the fan placed.
The closet itself was completely empty, but as soon as it was opened, the entire room filled up with an absolutely putrid smell. I can't really describe it, it was just vomit-inducing. Everyone just ran upstairs and started gagging. My dad borrowed a gas mask from our neighbor, he's a doomsday prepper, because of course he was, and went down to investigate the cause.
I just need to step in really fast. For those of you who are like, yeah, sure he was, you've never lived in Indiana.
And went down to investigate the closet a bit further. It was completely empty. I expected some sort of dead animals, but turns out it was just the doorway to hell. After we opened this closet of trapped souls, everything just went to shit. All the plants just died suddenly. I started having nightmares. My mom got ill with a hardcore, life-threatening fever.
Wow.
We took her to the hospital, but nobody knew what the cause was. The only thing that was evident was that she immediately got better after leaving the house. For the rest of the time we lived there, she was in the hospital.
Wow.
So she got somehow both the worst and best end of the stick. This all happened within 2 days after we opened the devilish thing. So, 2 days, and it only got worse. My completely fine and healthy hamster just died, and I started hearing whispering from the basement.
The whispering thing is creepy, but like hamsters, those things like live like 3-4 days. They have like the lifespan of like a bug.
No.
No.
Hamsters live longer than that.
Mine didn't. But
I'm just imagining that one TikTok where the girl takes her hamster and like rubs her eyes.
Oh, wipes her eyes with it. That's such a weird challenge.
We took her... Wait. I already read that. Whispering that sent chills down my spine, made my ears tingle and head spin. Whispering in tongues that I couldn't understand. But the worst thing of all were the nightmares. I usually don't dream, or at least I never remember them. But these nightmares were different. Basically, it was just one nightmare that I had over and over again, and I can't remember it to this day. I stand in front of the closet and I feel it calling me.
Spooky.
Damn it. It is spooky.
I don't know how to lower it on my computer and not have it be lowered completely for the stream. You know? So I'll just mark it. We just do a reread each time they come through. It's good. It's all good.
I stand in front of the closet, and I feel it calling to me. Even though it has no mouth, it screams. It screams so loud. Then the door slowly opens, and I hear the whispering again. It drowns out the screaming, and I slowly walk towards the closet. I look into the pitch black darkness inside of it and hear bells ringing. Even though I know I shouldn't, I look up, and on top of the closet sits a demon. Twisted horns on its head, dark fur all over its body, and a face distorted into a silent grin. It has bells on its hands, and it rings them as it pushes me into the closet. I fall as the only thing I hear is the whispering. That's kind of like the scene from The Conjuring where
the chick's on top of the...
where she goes to the closet to play the hide and seek game, right? She's going to the closet to figure out what's in there, and then she looks up and it's the witch. All right.
And that was his dream.
That's his dream.
Gotcha.
And it continues. That's a scary ass dream. It is a scary ass dream. Imagine having that every night. That would suck, wouldn't it? It would drive me crazy if I had that dream every night. I wouldn't want to sleep. It'd be something out of like A Nightmare on Elm Street where you just don't want to sleep.
Yeah.
But despite all that, we still lived there for another 2 weeks. I don't know why we didn't leave earlier. Probably because your parents were broke and they were like, we have no way to escape.
It's very hard to abandon a house that you just moved into.
Right.
You understand that more the older you get.
We probably just didn't want to abandon everything we built up, or maybe the closet didn't want us to leave. Whatever it was, we couldn't just go. On the last night, I had the nightmare again, like every night, but this time it was different. Before I could fall into the closet, I woke up. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe I subconsciously knew that something bad was about to happen. Now it gets crazy. I wasn't in my bedroom anymore. I wasn't in my bed. I wasn't in my bed anymore. I laid in front of the closet and, I swear to God that's true, could hear a pair of bells being rung from within. That was it for me. I sprang up and ran. That night I was the fastest man in Indiana. I called my dad and we just never went back into the house. It got torn down only half a year later. I guess it wasn't valuable enough to be resold. All the furniture in the house got auctioned, but my dad made sure the closet was destroyed. He and a couple of friends just burned the thing. Pretty simple, but efficient.
Yep.
That all happened around 1997-98, but every time someone brings the topic up, my mom just gets pale. My dad will My dad will break anything he holds, and I will shit my pants.
Wow.
I'm sure he doesn't literally shit his pants.
I don't know. You've never lived in Indiana. People shit their pants all the time.
I know, you shit your pants.
I was in Nevada when I shit my pants.
TMI, but...
Sometimes it's not a fart.
It was pretty traumatizing, I guess. Well, not as traumatizing as having the name Honest, spelled anus.
Insert laugh track here.
I want to thank you all for enduring this pretty long story. I also want to thank you for being just genuinely great people. All of you. Adam, Robin, Spooky Friends. The podcast rules, thank you. Keep on creeping on. P.S. Excuse the bad spelling. Dyslexia is a bitch. It's really difficult. There's so this wood lumber company out here has a big sign in front of their building, and they always put up new messages. And one of the messages that they have up right now is like, what if I told you read the first line wrong? And then you look up at the top line and it says, what I have told you. And I was like, motherfuck, damn it. And I read it wrong every
To clarify, time. Robin wasn't saying that the email was hard to read, just that dyslexia is very hard and difficult.
It is very difficult.
To work with. The person I know who reads, like, I would say the second biggest bookworm I know has dyslexia. And it's always the most impressive thing to me. I've been around when he's been like telling his theories on things like that. Is it
your co-host for Twats a Twat?
No. He's the biggest reader I know. Garrett reads more, I think, than anyone else that I know, except for Faye. Faye reads like fucking all the time. It's nuts how fast she's blazing through Wheel of Time. But my buddy Lucas is dyslexic, and I remember when Harry Potters were still coming out, because, yeah, I'm old enough to remember when they first started coming out and when they stopped coming out. People were like theorizing on a bunch of different stuff that was going to happen, and Lucas had a bunch of theories that were accurate. And it's because, like, he had read them, and he had paid very close attention, and he's dyslexic. And I was always very impressed at the fact that I knew so many folks that did read, but he comprehended things a lot better than them, despite the fact that he did have difficulty reading. So, either way, thank you so much for sending that. It's a crazy fucking story, without a doubt. And I'm glad that your mom got better and that you guys got out of that house.
Yep.
So, good stuff. All right, let's go over in stream chat. See what you folks had to say. Halfway through, we'll run that whole thing.
Faye says, I had to pause on book 7 to finish my fairy corn series I'm reading. She means fairy porn. But, you know, I want to read those books too. Yum.
At the bottom, we have to scroll.
Yeah, you gotta scroll. You scroll. Right there. Chloe Michelle says, I'm having a choir kid flashback right now, Robin. How now, brown cow? Oh, that's cute. That's probably one of the things that they had to say. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the things we had to do. I remember that one. We always had to do it with our hands, too. So you like, sing, like, from the high pitch all the way down to the lowest pitch you can go. You just do that.
That's cool. Funny Cake says, yep, 1996 is 2 years after I was born. Faye says, 1996 being 26 years ago is very sad.
Yeah.
Moon Prince says, my brother was born in 96.
Yo.
LOL. Your brother would officially be 11 years younger than me.
90s will always be 10 years ago. I wish. Eisenhower says, you shut your mouth, liar.
26 years ago was the 80s. Liz Tree says, yes, the 90s were only 10 years ago. Faye says, also, has anyone watched Bridgerton?
I've watched the first season of Bridgerton. I need to start the
second season with my mom, so I can spoil.
Did you really?
All of it.
You watched the second season of Bridgerton?
I watched like a third of an episode because I wanted to hang out with her because I felt bad that I hadn't hung out with her for a while. Actually, I just sort of wanted to hang out with her. It wasn't because I felt bad. I was just like, I'm gonna go hang out with my mom. And she was watching Bridgerton. She's like, what do you want me to put on? I was like, just continue watching this. It's fine.
She says, I just asked my husband why he doesn't call me the bane of his existence, but the object of all his desires. Captain Big Guy says, the second season is pretty good, less sexy times. Then what's the point?
Lizard says, that's good. Sexy times and shows makes me uncomfortable.
I love Outlander, but the sex scenes in Outlander make me uncomfortable, and it's hard to make me uncomfortable when it comes to that stuff. So
true. Shout out to Queen Effany who resubscribed for the fourth month. Excuse me.
Boop, boop. Also, thank you to Captain Fake Eye and 911 Girl for cheering. Bits.
Shit! 1,000 from Captain Fake Eye, 300 from 911 Girl. Laura Ann redeemed the final drink.
It's the final drink.
How did we not read that? That was 41 minutes ago. It happened right after the high five. Oh, we're terrible. It probably made the sound too, and we just didn't even think of it.
Everyone says, thank you, Duel.
That's so funny.
Glitch said, drive safe, Jess. Let's see.
Lots of folks giving their order.
Faces, 3 on the taco or burger, please.
They also says, why would you open this closet?
Lisbetry says in
Purgatory door.
Yeah. Because when
they're trapped.
And that's when what's his name gets sucked in because
the evil spirit who's been trapping them, they decide to.
They grab him and pull him in.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Faye says, if you get a super cheap house where a murder happened, we all know to leave the creepy
for real
locked closet alone.
If
right?
you know there was murder in there, just leave it.
Western said, dude, I have clothes to hang. That closet is getting opened.
Liz Patrice says, knowing me, I'd open it. Oh my god, no.
I would probably open it
911 Girl says, I've seen a TikTok video of people renovating a house and they find a wooden box and a Bible wrapped around it in the walls. Or a Bible wrapped up in the walls. And they found a mirror with a key for the box inside. I think I've seen that TikTok too. So they have to break the mirror and there's a key in there because they hear like jingling. So they break the mirror, open it with the key. Like, I don't know. People are insane.
Well, people do a lot of weird things that they think is superstition to help them sell a house. Like burying the statue of, I forget which saint, in their front yard. Like, they talked about how they found that in, I think it was Amityville Horror, or one of the haunted houses we did. And that is something that straight up is good luck for selling a house. Like, my mom has done that before, and I didn't realize it until she heard the episode, and she's like, you know that's a superstition for selling your house.
My mom couldn't sell our house in Texas for a really long time.
That's been open since I got here, and I was wondering if there's something in there you needed. Also, sorry to interrupt the whole thought that's been interrupted already, but I was sitting here, and I had something like in front of me, and I thought it was a piece of like dust, and I was like,
was it a spider?
I went like this, and then it came back, I was like, fuck! It was the tiniest spider on a strand of like web that was coming down that seemed as thick as it was, and I'm like, you know, I understand that they're good. I understand they keep bugs in control, but right now, man, you're just way too close. I'm just like, So he's in spider heaven now. I feel kind of guilty about it, though.
Anyway, so my mom couldn't sell her house in Texas for a really long time. And so she went and got a talisman. There's like, it wasn't a statue kind of thing like that, but she had to go get a talisman. And then you bury the talisman. And then when you sell your house, you have to burn it. And she never went back to burn it.
Ooh, that's weird.
I don't know if that's bad luck or what.
Yeah, that's very odd. All right, you read 911 Girls thing.
Yep.
Folks are stating that they also saw that tic-tac.
Let's see.
Laura Ann says, oh no, they're just asking to be haunted.
Laura Ann says, I'm old enough that I went to midnight Harry Potter book releases. Like the one for Prisoner of Azkaban. Or I Almost Certain says they went to the one for Prisoner of Azkaban. I worked at Borders when the 7th book came out. Is it 7?
Deathly Hallows?
Yeah, when that book came out. No, I'm sorry. I did the release for the last Twilight book.
Ooh. Breaking
Dawn. When that one came out, we had an event for it, and yeah, that was cool.
Captain Peg, I responded to I'm What's Dinner stating he needed to hang close. Said, true, in this economy you need every square footage.
Let's see.
Bunny Cake says, speaking of not wanting to speak, I ran out of my antidepressants last week and got major anxiety about falling asleep. As a narcoleptic, I consider this a problem. LOL. Ooh. Absolutely. I
remember when the 4th book for Harry Potter came out, and I made my parents take me to the store to go get it, because I was like, I need this right now. We gotta go. And I don't think we weren't even in my hometown. We were on vacation. And the book came out. And I was just like, we're going. We gotta go to the store and buy this. So we went to like a random Barnes & Noble to pick up this Harry Potter book.
That's funny. Mad Scan said, all right, I can't stay awake anymore. See you guys next week.
Have a good night.
Good night. She said, my grandma sent me the first book the year it was released. I never made it to any midnight releases.
Aww.
Moon Prince said, speaking of shows, have any of y'all seen Our Flag Means
Death? I
Death?
really want to see that show. Someone I saw posted about it today and was like, Our Flag Means Death is just what we do in the shadows, but with pirates. So.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. I really like the guy who's the main character. He's super funny. He's super funny. I don't think he gets enough work. All right, Latreus is still at work, but client's upset, so can't stay long.
Oh no!
Liz says I recently watched the movie.
Oh, The Haunting.
I figured. Faye says Adam's
she says Ichabod Crane is the one who gets sucked into the door.
Oh, okay.
Because the crane, Ichabod Crane, yeah. And when I rewatched that after watching Haunting at Hill House, and it was just like
all the names are the same.
Yeah, all the names are the same. I was like, what? Is mind blowing.
Faye says Adam's clap scared Watson. I'm sorry, Watson. You beautiful, beautiful creature.
Laura Ann says, I know spiders are good, but I hate them.
I'm with here says, Robin, it is your duty to avenge Watson. Watson's not good. Lynn Prince says, oh man, I vaguely remember Borders.
Oh yeah, it was. I worked there until our store location. I think until the entire company closed. And it's funny because they were still making people sign up for Borders cards up until when they closed. So
stupid.
I got a Borders card, and then like a couple months later, they closed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
well, it's like when I signed up for that like the Landry's card. Because they're like, oh, you can like sign up once, you get a discount for every meal you go to. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I got back to Vegas, and they closed every Landry's location. So it's like Bubba Gump Shrimp, Claim Jumpers, which was right next to where I work. They all closed, and I'm like, awesome. I'm so glad I got this fucking card. And then the next time we were out near Bubba Gump Shrimp in Anaheim, because I think we came up for BlizzCon, I tried to use it. They're like, yeah, we don't use this anymore.
Wow.
I was like, you sons of bitches. But all right.
Glitch says, my shirt shipped today. I'm so excited. Yes, there's new merch.
Hell
if you
yeah.
folks haven't seen it. I think I haven't posted it on I haven't posted it on Instagram yet, but I will.
It says watching.
Yeah, there's one that says watching, and then
Cthulhu.
I posted the Cthulhu shirts and jackets and stuff as well. So those are the two new designs, I believe, is the watching in that one. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on our Teespring store.
Funny Cake says, if anyone wants to see kitten photos of the babe besides me at the moment, I just posted them to Discord.
Poot. Okay, why don't you read now?
I'm going to go ahead and run a 60-second ad for those of you who are over there on Twitch.
Oh my god.
If you are...
I look tired.
If you are... It's just because the light's coming from above us. If you are not subbed, you will get the ad. If you are subbed or you're on YouTube or Facebook, you will not get the ad. So you'll be hanging out with us right now. I cut that off in the middle. My bads. All right. Yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a long day without my friend.
Yeah, but I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. All right. Which post? Scarishstore.creator-spring.com.
Yep, that's the spring store.
Cool. Don't hurt me. All right.
Thank you so much, Creasy, for resubscribing. They've been subscribed for 16 months. And he says lunch.
Yeah, actually. Me and Jansen were planning on doing lunch when I get back into town. So if you would like to go, we would love to have you go with us. We're thinking of just going to like someplace basic, like Cane's. I don't know if you like Cane's, come to think of it. I'm pretty sure you're one of the people in the office that did not like Raising Cane's claim jumpers.
He doesn't like chicken?
He loves chicken. He just doesn't like Cane's chicken. There's a group of folks who were in the Tesla office who thought Cane's chicken was not crunchy and it was like too soft. So.
Creasy says it's chicken.
It's chicken.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. He used to go with me when we used to go to
but
Miller's Ale House, and we would get like a bunch of different stuff, and I think all of us got chicken. All right, let's see if the ad is done yet.
It should be.
I think it's close if it's not done. Yeah, it's done. Cool. All right, now that you all are back, Creasy says, Cane's is basic, but I'll eat it.
What is your favorite fried chicken?
Good question. Mine is Popeyes, or there's a place that doesn't exist called New Orleans House in Indianapolis that was so fucking good. But yeah, Popeyes is my favorite if we're just talking about regular chicken. But all right, I'm going to stop right there. We're going to come back and see what all your favorite fried chicken joints are once I'm done reading this and next the story. I don't know why I did it like that. All right.
Because you're dumb.
Because I'm hilarious.
No. I was right the first time.
Yeah, just go ahead and play on your phone. We're not in the middle of the show or anything.
Nope.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next email. And this one is from Luke, and its subject is one-time sleep paralysis with odd day after. And it goes like this. Hi.
Hello.
My friend Emma, in parentheses who's Scaryish, loves your podcast and has been talking about Scaryish for what seems like years. Shout out to Emma. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We haven't seen you guys around in forever.
It's been a minute. I mentioned this to her and she recommended putting it here, and now I'm wondering if anyone else has experienced this. To begin, I've never had sleep paralysis before, and the idea of it freaked me out. A few weeks ago, I quote-unquote woke up and saw a figure of a man looking down at me wearing a round-brimmed hat.
That's weird.
Yeah, almost, but not exactly, like a cowboy hat. I tried to sit up before I realized I couldn't move, but thankfully only freaked out for a few moments before remembering that there was no way this was possible.
Is it kind of like, maybe it was kind of like those hats that you see when you go to Amish communities?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm picturing. Hats? I'm picturing them, that show on Amazon, the horror show. Mm-hmm. Like that super evil demon dude who had the wide hat.
Okay.
That's what I'm picturing when I'm reading this, which is terrifying. Anyways, they realized that this wasn't possible because my dog would be freaking out if there was a stranger in the house, my mom has security cameras, etc. I took a few deep breaths and began to slowly move my fingers. When I was almost fully, quote-unquote, out of the paralysis, is this the right phrase? Feel free to change it if not. I think that works. The man turned and walked into my wall. I immediately turned on the light and stayed up until morning. The next night, I went out with a friend. I
wouldn't just stay there. I would wake whoever else up that I could. Like, if I was by myself, I would call someone. I've had that before where I haven't felt comfortable in my own house. So I call a friend and I'm like, I'm coming over. And even if that's walking, I've walked to my friend's house at like 2 a.m. before. That's
more terrifying to me than staying in a haunted house than walking in the darkness. But I guess whatever you need to do to feel more comfortable, yeah, I totally understand it. So, all right, the next night I went out with a friend, in parentheses, let's call him Lucas, to our local downtown area.
Did you add the name Lucas, or?
It says it right fucking there.
I can't read it. I don't. You always yell at me for reading ahead. Now when I
don't read it, you're like, why are you asking me? It's right there. We live in a pretty populated suburb, so we chose a lesser-known place. When we got there, there were maybe 10 others inside. We sat at the end of a bracket-shaped, like the bracket on a keyboard, bar for at least an hour when a guy with a short, stubby black beard and a black-brimmed hat waved at me.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Sorry, I'm just reading because I read it a little bit weird, but I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Where I see. Yeah. Okay. I text Lucas, in parentheses, not wanting to interrupt the conversation, and ask the man... God damn it, dude. I'm all over the place now. And ask if the man in the black hat is real. I wanted to see if my mind was making things up, was messing with me, which it never has. For reference, I had told Lucas about my incident from the night prior. Will you stop?
What?
It's distracting as fuck. You're shaking me while I'm reading.
Just... what?
Your foot is on my leg. You had to cross your legs under the desk, which is noisy enough, because it's going to be all up in the audio when I'm editing it. And I'm like, it's okay, cool, keep going. And you put your foot on my leg, I'm like, it's okay, keep going. And now your hand is on your foot, and you're just shaking it while I'm reading. It's distracting. I'm just asking you to stop. You even know where I was at. For reference, I had told Lucas about my incident from the night prior. I can see you. God, you're such a troll, man. He glanced up and gave me a thumbs up. I shrug it off, but for the next 10-ish minutes, the man in the hat stands alone at the other side of the bar, waving and smiling at me. He eventually makes his way over to my end of the bar and approaches us, asking Lucas if I was his girlfriend. For the record, we aren't seeing each other, but Lucas knew the drill. He lied and said yes, I was his girlfriend. The man in the hat nods his head, then asks if he can give both of us a high five, which is probably the strangest thing I've ever been asked in a bar. Wanting the situation,
very strange.
Yeah, wanting the situation to be over, I agree, and the man in the hat gives Lucas and I high fives and leaves. The man makes no indication that Sean is also next to us. Where did Sean come from? I totally skipped the line. Yep, damn it. I knew that's what happened, that's why I went back to read it. At least an hour when... Damn it, I have to completely reread that sentence and cut it back. Alright, I need to mark this a few times. Everyone, edit this into your brain. Bracket-shaped bar. For at least an hour, when we ran into a friend I hadn't seen in a few years, let's call him Sean. We were in a position where we could see anyone that approached or left the seating area. Something internally told me to mentally leave the conversation between my friends and look across the bar, where I see a white guy with a short, stubby black beard and a black-brimmed hat waving at me. Okay, that's what really happened. Now we're going to pick it back up. All right, so he high-fives Lucas. High five, sir. Really? You're going to rub the inner thigh now?
My fingers started hurting because my toes started...
So rubbing my soft bits are going to make them feel better? All right, high fives. Marking it. The man makes no indication that Sean is also next to us, and very obviously part of our group. I never saw the man in the hat enter the bar, but I did see everyone else enter. While Sean orders another drink, Lucas makes a remark about that guy, quote, coming out of nowhere. I confirm that he saw him before when I had texted him if I was also seeing...
If he was also seeing.
Stop grabbing my fucking leg. You can't distract me and correct me. The man makes no indication that Sean... God fucking damn it, I'm so far off now. I confirmed that he saw him before when I had texted him if he was also seeing a man in a black hat. Lucas says he did, but it was a black baseball cap in the table area of the establishment, not at the bar. I excuse myself for a moment and look down the street, and I don't see the man in the hat. The next week, I slept with my bedside lamp on. I haven't had sleep paralysis since, and I hope I never do. Have any other listeners had one-time paralysis followed by an odd encounter like this?
That's pretty freaking
terrifying,
weird.
Dude. The worst part is that when you texted him, he thought you meant someone else.
Yes.
He wasn't talking about the person that he eventually did see and took a high five from, so you knew he had some sort of, like, corporeal form. Unless he's, like, using his Patrick Swayze energy for high fives rather than anything else, but it's just so creepy that someone that looks so similar to what you saw that walked into your wall during sleep paralysis wound up showing up the next day while you were still basically like doubting your sanity because things were so rough, and that other people had the experience as well. We haven't. Let me put it this way: this is story time number 187. We've never had a story like this before.
Yeah.
So
it's creepy.
People have had sleep paralysis. People have hallucinated significantly more awful things than what you saw, which I'm not discounting the fact that your shit was absolutely creepy, but an experience that sort of spilled over into the next day that had this sort of like
weird, strange, paranormal, ghosty vibe.
Yeah, I've not read about this before, so probably a good idea to, I don't know, maybe burn some sage. Wouldn't hurt. Just wear a necklace of sage that's always burning. Can you put an incense holder around your neck? I think that's what priests do, right? And they just like shake it, and every now and then like smoke comes out of it. Maybe get one of those. So, or just anything that you feel like makes you feel safer. And definitely, I don't know, if you ever see it again or have something like that happen again, get on the phone with someone immediately so that you don't feel isolated or alone.
Yeah.
But that's my advice, but I can say that I have not heard a story like this before. So
yeah. If
anything happens, feel free to follow up with us because we are all very curious. We're all invested in your safety now because you've reached out to us, and Spooky Friends Group is just a big family. So thank you so much for writing that in, and shout out to Emma for advising you to write that to us because I'm happy you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's go over in the stream chat, see what you folks had to say before we move on to our fourth and shortest and final. Creasy's favorite chicken is Popeyes.
Oh yeah, Popeyes is so fracking good.
So good. Lister says, I'm always disappointed in fried chicken. It's just never as good as I want it to be. Interesting. 911 Girl says, got a watching shirt for myself and a Cthulhu shirt for my daughter.
Aw, nice. Thank you so much.
I'm What's Dinner says, my favorite fried chicken joint is my mom's house. No one does it better. I would love to eat your mom's fried chicken.
That just makes me think of that 107 song.
My mom's fried chicken.
No!
Skyfall?
No, the one that goes, nobody does it better.
Oh, I don't know what one that is.
Makes me feel bad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you.
Half-assed good as you?
Half as good as you.
I mean, it would be accurate if you were singing that to me. Although I've been using my whole ass at work lately, so it's doing pretty good. Baby. I got approval to use my new report that I built for my reporting. So.
Baby. You're the best.
Moonprint says, I tried Cane's and thought it was decent. I haven't really tried Popeye's chicken itself, but I like the sandwiches. Their chicken's really good too. Like, I like Cane's, I like chicken fingers, but I crave like an 8-piece more than I crave like chicken fingers sometimes. So when I go to, like, the first time I went to Cane's, I was like, do you guys have like just like a breast and a thigh combo? And they're like, all we have is chicken fingers. I was like, fuck this place. And I never went back. I didn't go back for like 3 or 4 years. And then finally someone was like, but it's so good, you have to go. And because I was in the right mindset to go have that, I enjoyed it after that. So, all right. Moonprint says, homemade
Cane's
food is the best.
Good sauce.
Their sauce is
Their
really
sauce
good.
Is boss. I mean...
The fact that they have a chicken sandwich that doesn't use Texas toast and has like a small amount of sauce on it is just a crane.
Mm.
All right. Wadra56 says, hi.
Hello.
What up? Thank you for joining us.
Glitch says, my mama's chicken and waffles.
Big Mama's chicken and waffles. South Dallas is where it's at.
Yo.
Sounds really good. I'm getting really hungry. Bunny Cake says, yeah, she is ready to get adopted. I will miss these girls so much.
Oh, the cats. Fred and George. I want dinner.
You first.
No, you go.
Jinx, you owe me a cook. I'm What's Dinner says, I would absolutely stay in a haunted house before walking somewhere in the dark again. Had to do that a few times as a young adult. Terrifying. I agree. I almost got hit by a car trying to walk home one time.
Oh,
Fuck that, dude.
Maybe it's, I don't know. I was in Hawaii. Or, I don't know.
My listener says, was that the evil eye we heard so much about that you were doing to me when I asked you to stop molesting my leg?
No, it's more of the I will molest more of you later.
Kenzo Matrix says, now it's a challenge for Robin to distract you in different ways. Moonprint says, shifting brain into editing mode. Man, it's so hard to hit edit marks and then stay in the vibe of reading, thinking about, like, I'm going to have to do this and this and this in this particular section. I try and make mental notes like, Mark 42 is going to be a bitch. And then I always forget by the time I have to go in there. I'm watching it says, whoa, video went fuzzy. Is that just me?
It might just be your internet connection slowed down a tiny bit.
Yeah, we didn't drop a frame there.
Yeah. Queen Ebony says, I liked Popeye sandwiches also, but I hated their mashed potatoes and gravy.
Ooh, you're crazy. I love them.
I love their mashed potatoes and gravy.
Cajun gravy is just... well, you're not crazy. You have a preference, and you're allowed to have that.
I have an extra little bonus, little story time from concerning Evil Eye. So I'll save that till the end of the episode.
Okay, cool. I'm Western says cane sauce is easy to make. Cool. Good to know. I wonder what the secret recipe is. I have a feeling we're about to find out.
All
right.
I'm going to watch 007 now.
We're going to do rock, paper, scissors because we're together.
Okay.
So we'll let everyone vote on that. Then I vote... Ooh, my tummy's so hungry. Then I vote we do marbles because an 8 versus 8 might not... We can try and just do like a 7 versus 7 or something like that in the intro fighters. It might make it chug a little bit, but we'll give it a shot. But to start, let's go ahead and put up a poll here. I'll put it up that way Glitch can vote in it. And it's whether or not you think Robin's going to win rock, paper, scissors.
I haven't even read my last story yet.
What? Oh my god, we have one more story? Holy fuck.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Obviously, you know what the fuck
bitch.
I was talking about. I thought we were done. Why are you being so mean? Jeez. Here, take this and read your story, and I won't distract you because I'm not an asshole. Don't.
Ow!
She does this thing where she molests me, and when I push her away, she yells, ow. She's full of shit. She's not hurt.
Nah, I took a huge shit earlier. I'm not full of anything.
You're full of shit.
That's TMI.
I hope there's like one person who's tuning in like, Robin's so hot. She's my crush. And you're like, I took a huge shit earlier. I'm like, ew, girl poop. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. What the fuck do they? Are you ready to read or what?
What's that supposed to freaking mean?
You take some gnarly shit, bro.
You don't know that.
Are you kidding? You asked me to go in the bathroom with you all the time.
No, I don't. Not when I do that.
That's because I run out. I'm like, no. Will, you read. You smell like booze.
It's the rum.
She gets mad at me for trying to skip to the end of the show, and then
All
she
right.
takes 5 minutes to start reading her story. I'm arguing it.
All right. So, my final story of the episode that Adam almost fucking skipped.
I forgot we had 4 of my bad dogs.
All right. So, this last story of the episode is from Zachary, and the subject is, quote unquote, imaginary friend. Hey. Hello.
What's up?
I'm currently on episode 14, which is like the beginning of the podcast.
Indeed
I
it
know.
is.
But I found you guys on Spotify.
Shout out to Spotify.
I listen on iTunes/podcast app now, and you guys have come with me through my job hopping. You guys have come with me through my job hopping adventures from warehouse work to after hours office cleaning to now my commute to a cow farm.
Nice.
Dang, dude, that is
A lot of changes.
yeah. Anyway,
It's all internal. I'm so hungry.
I heard on one of the episodes you guys mentioned the concept of imaginary friends. I wanted to reach out and tell you about my imaginary friend growing up.
Hell yeah.
Since I was able to speak, I had a male imaginary friend. We seemed to do everything together, and he never did anything wrong to me. Hold on. And he never did anything to wrong me. Eventually, my mom asked young me questions like, well, what does he look like? And what's his name? His name was Ben, and my mother was grief-stricken. I had an Uncle Ben who was extremely excited for my birth, even guessing the gender, which was girl, assigned female at birth things. Eye color, and even closely guessing my weight. He unfortunately passed away after a tragic collision with a semi a month before I was born. His car drifted out of his lane and ended up under the trailer of the semi, taking the roof and everything else off with it. I visited his grave often growing up after that, and when I feel a warm spirit, I still assume it's him. P.S. Love you both. It's been great to listen from episode 1 and hear how excited you both get as you grow the podcast. Oh, thank you guys so much.
I feel like we should re-listen to our own show. There's a lot of episodes I don't think we've ever listened to. I've edited all of them, but it'd be nice to have a trip down memory lane.
We used to listen to every episode, but now I don't want to hear my own voice, you know?
Now only I listen to every episode, and even then it's different. But either way, in regards to your story, this sounds kind of like a guardian angel style thing.
Right, yeah.
I think we've had more of those when people reach out to us about imaginary friends than we've had about just like some random person. When people describe an imaginary friend, they're like, and someone in my family knew someone just like that.
Yeah.
Who passed away very close to my birth.
I want to know if he was like an adult, you know, in his, like what he looked like when he passed away, or if he reverted to like a child form.
I don't think it sounds like it was a grown-up to me. That's just how I interpreted it. But I don't know. That's a good question. I think that was just an assumption that I made based off of like depictions of imaginary friends that I've seen in media and stuff like that before.
Okay.
So either way, very interesting. Thank you for sending that in. If you want to send us more details as well, we'd love to hear it because it is definitely something that is very much piquing our curiosity since the beginning of the show till now.
Imaginary friends, are really interesting. Did you know I read a book? It was
Green Eggs and Ham.
No.
Fucking love that book.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
There was a book that I read about a girl. It was about a girl and her imaginary friend. And then she grows up. And I guess her imaginary friend goes away. And one day, she sees her imaginary friend. And she's an adult, And she sees her imaginary friend. And
the imaginary friend is an adult?
When she was a kid, it was an adult. And then she grew up and she saw her imaginary friend. And he was still imaginary, and then they hung out together, and all of a sudden, it's like they fell in love with each other. It was freaking weird, but it was cute at the same time. I don't know, but if anybody knows what I'm talking about, it was like a romance book. It was strange.
When did you read this?
When I was working at Borders. I read a lot of trash. But
gotcha.
Yeah, and then he ends up like becoming human, like he becomes corporeal and real at some point.
It's steal that word for me this episode.
Hell yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for your story.
Yeah, we appreciate you sending it in and Robin telling us about this weird book she read one time. So, good stuff. All right, let's read the stream chat, and then we're going to do that thing that I planned to do 10 minutes ago when I got yelled at for trying to skip Robin's last story. Don't hurt me, don't molest me. All right. Glitch says, okay, I have my stream video on auto, and it had just randomly dropped to a lower resolution. Yeah, that's just sort of what it does to try and keep you from like losing frames.
I already read that one.
We dropped a couple just now, though, which sucks. Well, we're doing okay. We're streaming at that much lower resolutions, and I think it's the bitrate.
And what's Renner says, cane sauce is so easy to make. Mayo, ketchup, Worcestershire.
See, the thing that I used to have problems with when you pronounce Worcestershire is that you pronounce it Worcestershire, and you're like, okay, cool. Why is it spelled?
It's
Worcestershire.
It's
Worcestershire. And it's because that's just like how they pronounce stuff over there. So when they hear us pronounce things, like pronouncing all the letters, like, what idiots. Mayo, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, salt, and black pepper. Entomatrix says, I think Robin drank your drinks, Adam. I'm pretty sure she did.
Bunny Cake says, of course girls poop. TMI, but our bowels are affected by our time of the month too. Ew? What?
Someone asked if they can call us. No. The answer is no.
No. Lizard Tree says Sundays at Tiffany's. What?
The book. I'm guessing the book.
Yes, I think you're right. How do you know that?
Because Lizard Tree's probably read the book too.
What?
Which says, the moaning in the dark, in parentheses, my first ghost D, I am sorry. Haha, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. Queen Ethne says, I just posted a pic in the Discord about green eggs and ham I found today. It is creepy and hilarious.
That's
all
funny.
right.
I think I've seen it, actually.
Really?
It's like the haunting...
Oh, she Googled it. That's funny.
Versions. Oh, okay. Right on. All right, that is us.
I was going to be really like, wow, she's read it too.
She's so impressive. All right, the first thing we're going to do is rock, paper, scissors. So, I'm going to go ahead and hand you the stuff to read, and I'm going to get rock, paper, scissors betting set up on this laptop. Manage prediction. Here we go. Start prediction. It gives you a history of the predictions you've run in the past. Who will win? Rock, paper, scissors. Gonna give you all 2 minutes to make your predictions. You can go ahead and start predicting now. We're gonna do 2 out of 3 like we always do. Dream a little dream. I'm gonna vote on myself because if I voted for her, it would be like I was gonna throw it on purpose. Which you can't really do in rock, paper, scissors. 2 people have voted for me. Thank you so much, y'all. How many points do I have? I have 1,000 points. I have like 650,000 points in the streamer whose channel I watch the most because I always bet on like positive things over there. I've gotten down to 0. I've been up as high as 3 million before. 3 million points, which was fucking sweet.
But you bet it all.
One day, everything I bet on, I bet wrong, and I bet 250,000 because it's the max for each one of them, and I was at 0. I was like, oh shit. And then I just watched, got back up to like 10,000, and then I got like on this hot streak of betting, and I got to like 650,000. I was like, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna stop betting. Oh shit. 6 people have now voted for Robin. The odds of her winning is 75% to 25%. Damn.
Was that for
closes,
Huskers?
Yeah. Poll closes in 45 seconds. This is the first month I haven't subbed to Huskers in 2 years.
What?
I got rid of all my subs except for, I think, 1. I might have actually got rid of Esfin, too.
I only subscribe to one channel, and that is Momobot. Momobot takes too much of my money every month.
I like Esfin. I like Huskers. I think they're great. They provide really good content, but like I just don't have time to watch them when I work nowadays because I just wind up getting pulled into more and more things, and having them on in the background is cool. But if I'm in a meeting, I'll stop paying attention to my meeting. I'll just watch whatever they're doing, and I cannot keep doing that. So I've only done it a couple of times, but it's to the point now where I'm just like, just turn it off, and it's a bummer. But it is what it is.
Good fight, good night, baby.
All right. I don't know why you're trying to squeeze my hand super hard.
I'm trying to loosen them up.
You're trying to steal my ideas. All right. The voting has been completed. It is. That's my base hand.
All right. So how are we going to... Shit. Uh-oh.
There's like nothing there.
It's your laptop.
No, it's not. My laptop's right there.
Well, I ran into your laptop case.
That's my laptop bag. Hang on. I got to get this up.
Okay. Is it 1, 2, 3, shoot?
No. It's what we always do. Rock, paper, scissors. You don't say shoot. Rochambeau.
Okay.
2 out of 3. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Go. I went rock every single time. So proud of me. 2 out of 3. Why are you sitting like we're still going to keep going? You lost, win? Dog. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You're lying to me.
You did scissors. I broke it. You did paper. You beat me. We tied on rock, and then I did rock again, and you did scissors again.
Fuck. No.
I'm sorry, dog.
Scissors.
You can't. All right.
Aw, Enzo Matrix says, my only sub is you guys. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Aw, I'm Spirit says, the stream is the only reason I have Twitch. That's so sweet. Enzo Matrix says, woo, Adam for the win. Did people vote for you, Mo?
No, people voted for you.
Oh.
8 people voted for you, 5 voted for me. So whoever voted for me just got for every 1 point you voted, you got 4.16 points back. So it's a huge payout for you. So I went from 1,000 to 4,400 points. So, and I think it'll let us see the details of who voted the most. But
hello, Meadows.
What up, dog?
Wow, Bunny Cake's got 20k points.
Hell yeah. Thank you for believing in me.
Glitch says, damn, I am rich.
All right. So what we can try to do is one round of intro fighters where we do like a 7 versus 7. I don't know if we have enough people for it. I'm more concerned about whether or not my PC will, or my laptop, I call it PC all the time. My laptop will hold out for that. We're going to give it a shot, though, because it is fun.
You should get like a small workstation tower to leave here. Like, not your laptop, but like one of those little square ones, you know? Have you ever seen those?
No. I know what you're talking about, but I've not like checked too much of it. All right.
I want to bite your arm so bad. I just want to yank out a big chunk.
What's wrong with you? All right, I've switched this over to marbles. Just want to make sure. Okay, our camera's not working. That's why I want to come back and check.
Drinking makes me a cannibal.
Drinking makes you obnoxious as fuck. Alright, where's our camera? No one can see us.
Enzo Matrix says they have one of those little workstations called a VMAX. It's awesome. Ooh. Yeah, I keep seeing people getting those instead of big towers, and they like just mount them to the wall. Like it just looks like a small square thing on the wall. It's pretty cool.
Alright, hang on. I gotta go back to this to see what this is called. Video capture properties. She's video capture device. That's what I thought. All right, we're gonna try it again. One more time. Take 2. Video capture device should be showing. I don't know if you would.
Sure.
Yeah. There we are. You're really creepily close.
Thank you so much for Wolf 30 subscribing. They've been subscribed for 39 months.
Damn, dog. Thank you so much for the support. All right, now that we can see us, we're going to try and get this started. It won't let me switch what the game mode is until I get it going. Now it'll let me switch to team battles. We're going to try and do 7. Stop playing classic. Everyone get ready to join, because once I start it, it'll be the first 14 people who type something. I'm going to get mine ready right now. Emote. And I'm going to do him dancing. All right, click and start, right? Meow. Next. 14 people. We'll get in the battle. There I am. All right. Bunny Cakes emote is so fucking awesome. The spazzing set of cats. One of them looks like the Cheshire cat. Cheshire. Alright, we got our 7. Thank you so much for joining on each team. Now the prediction begins. Time for us all to lose our money. I'm voting on my team because I believe in us. My tummy is not happy.
I'm going to vote on whatever. I don't know who's who. I'm just going to put blue.
You don't even know what team you're on?
Nope.
You're on my team. Do you know what team that is?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Alright, 30 seconds until submissions close. The official Wheel of Time Instagram has shared a video. I'll have to check that out after this.
Adam's gonna be so excited.
Will I, though? Will it be good like it should? Wow, it's pretty even odds. 51 to 49. Robin, you voted for the red team, right? Or the blue team?
Yeah.
You're on the red team. It's 50-50. So, cool. Even payout, even split on who we think is going to win. Starting now. Let's get this battle going.
Alright. Wait, I like when they put, like, obstacles like that. It just reminds me of Smash or something.
Yeah, it feels more like an actual game. Robin has a giant fucking sword, y'all.
Whoever is Gengar, that shit looks cool.
We're getting slaughtered, but Robin's over there just doing work. Holy shit.
Stab! Stab!
Have I already been beaten to death?
Stab,
I lost where I was. Yeah, I just died. Ooh, Donosaur just punched Robin in the face. I'm what's for dinner. He gets killed by Robin. Robin heals. Now she's going for Donosaur.
Wait, how do you
Kills
heal?
Donosaur. If you kill someone, you heal.
What?
You've never watched Intro Fighters a single time.
I am invincible.
2v2. Robin just takes Outlaw, and now it's an axe and a sword versus Queen Effany, who has a sword. Chloe Michelle's going all fucking Lizzie Borden over there. Robin's like, you take care of it. I've already gotten 4 kills, dog. Ooh, she sticks Queen Effany. And I think Chloe Michelle gets the kill.
That sucks.
Red team wins. Congratulations. That means I've won both things tonight, which never happens. Confirm the payout.
Wow, that's a lot of...
That is a lot.
Jeez.
I'm up to 9.2k. Pretty good stuff, man. Like, alright, we're going to exit this. We're going to do 1 round of marbles.
MQI says, I'm so sad I missed the live tonight, but my other mother was here from Sweden, so I got to go have dinner with her. Haven't seen her for a few years. That's awesome.
We understand, and we're happy that you got to show up at the end, and you got to see your friend. Other mother?
Says, updates. You update?
Oh, god damn it, marbles. Marbles, man.
Lizard Tree says, oh man, I'm going broke tonight.
I'm going to switch over to the normal screen while Marbles figures its fucking life out.
Well, how big is the update?
Total 36.1 megabytes. It's not very big.
Megabytes.
But it sometimes can take a minute, so we're going to see how long it takes. If it's going to take forever, we're just going to do 1 more 7-on-7 and call it a night.
That sounds like a really good drink. Have you ever had a 7-on-7?
I have. It used to be my friend Scott's favorite drink. He used to drink them all the time. Hang on 1 sec. Oh, I feel better now.
Did you fart?
No. You cracked my neck.
Oh.
Did you hear my neck?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I didn't realize your neck was where your ass is. Oh my God.
And if you don't know, now you know. It's only downloading at 3.3 megs per second, but well, now it's saying there's 3.9 gigs. We're not going to do marbles tonight. I'm pausing this shit. We're going to do it next week. We're going to do 1 more Intro Fighters because it seemed to hold out and it was pretty fun. So
I was wondering, it says, wasn't there a TV show with a villain called Megabyte?
Yeah, it's Reboot. That's who Enzo Matrix is named after. I fucking love that show. Me and Enzo Matrix bonded super hard over that.
Oh, is that what they call it these days?
Yes, we did not have sex with one another. We just bonded. All right, we're gonna do a 7-on-7. Everyone, get ready.
Do we not have enough for an 8-on-8?
I mean, I can put it to 8-on-8. I don't think we have enough, but we're gonna give it a shot because Robin said it. All right.
Okay.
So everyone, get your emote ready. I'm gonna click start. Right. No, Robin's not ready at all. So.
I'm ready. Oh shit.
Not ready at all.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead, and anything that you type would get you onto a team. Next 16 people to speak will be on a team. Glitch said soul bond? Yeah, I think that's more appropriate. I wonder how it determines... I mean, I'm on red team again, and so is Robin. I really wonder how it determines who gets weapons, who and what your health is. Wow, fuck. We have a broadsword and a bow and arrow. They have a broadsword and an axe.
Do you think it depends on if you're subscribed to things?
Maybe.
Or
It might be. I mean, I'm sub and I've never gotten a weapon, so... Don't forget your prediction. Should I just risk it all? I'm risking it for the biscuit, y'all. 9,243 points. I'm voting for my team. I believe in us. I want to participate.
I'm going to do 25.
Look at those odds now. 99%. Red team, right now if you bid 1 point... Oh, wow, it changed. Okay, it was like 1 point paid out like 100,000 points because it was fucking nuts. But yeah, I'm putting all my money on red. So.
Oh, I put it on blue. I forgot to change.
That's what you did last time, too.
Shit. That's okay.
And if you don't... Ooh, it's evening out. This is exciting.
No, red team's gonna win, guys. There's no way. This is some stupid crap.
We have a lot more health, but it just depends on whether or not the person, the one character who has a bunch of health, gets ganged up on and beat the fuck to start. Sometimes that happens. I love that my emote is Espen dancing. He looks so happy.
Where is he?
He's hidden behind Squidward Poppy.
Okay.
Alright, you can see him right there. It looks like Squidward Poppy has the sword and Laura Ann has the bow. Here we go. We're off. Queen Effie's getting pretty fucked up to start. There's a lot of combat going on in the middle. MQI is just punching the ground up there. Ooh, she got shot by Laura Ann in the butt.
Someone has a gun?
No, someone has a bow and arrow.
Oh.
Alright, blue is down 6-3 already.
This is bad. This is so bad.
6-2 now. Latre is really, really low, and Moon Prince is trying to finish the job. Damn, red team just comes through in the clutch. And I don't know if you guys got to see that at all. Yeah, you guys did not get to see it at all, because I didn't switch the damn scene back.
Are you going to set it up again?
I think I fucking have to.
Damn it.
You voted on red, though. You got a bunch of points. So, that's cool. No one got to see it. We're definitely going to have to do it again. I'm up to 18,400. Son of a bitch. I can't believe I forgot to switch it back. That was such an intense battle. Alright, we got to do another one because I fucked it up. Alright, next 8 people. Go ahead, start typing. God, I'm such an idiot. It's because my stupid video over here is frozen and it looks like I can still see it. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cut you out of that second one. But it's alright, because we're going to do a third. Because I'm stupid. Cool.
Babe.
I know. Alright, we only need 2 more folks. We only need 1 more folk. Oh, man. Blue team is fucking stacked. Look at that shit.
That's a lot of weapons.
2 fucking swords, 1 mace, 1 pitchfork. Start your voting. Right meow. I'm betting it all again. It's been working for me tonight. I'm on a hot streak.
Look, blue is times infinity.
And you're probably wondering, Adam, who'd you vote for? I very obviously voted for the blue team because they're fucking stacked right now with weapons. I don't even know what team I'm on. I'm on blue team, so I bet on my team. And Robin's with me again, too. We have a lot of weapons. I don't know why.
I accidentally put 5K.
How many points do you have?
I had like 6K.
And you bet them on blue team?
Yeah.
Well, if red team wins, whoever currently has voted for red team is going to get 9.61 points for every one they put down, which is a huge payout. Right now, if you voted on blue, if you voted 1 point, you're going to get 1.1 points back. All right, I'm happy you guys can see it. Final battle of the night, and then the outro. Here we go. Robin's going to try and tip over all the boxes. Everyone's just trying to get to each other. Laura Ann just dives in and starts stabbing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Squidward's Poppy went down pretty quick. We also lost someone on our side. Robin has this pitchfork. She's not doing a lot. Oh, someone has fireballs. Blue is down 6. Now red goes down 2 players at 6-5. Blue goes down 2 players at 5-4. This is just back and forth. I just have a fist and I'm just trying to punch and punch and punch a bunch.
This is bad. Oh no.
It's 4v4. I'm going to die. I just got beaten to death because I never have a fucking weapon. It's 3 versus 3, and I think it's the only weapons that are left. Now, Queen Caffeine goes down, which is real bad.
This is so bad. No, I voted on the wrong person. Nah. This is bad.
3 versus 1, unless Latreia pulls out a miracle here with no weapon.
Oh shit, kill them! Wrong person!
Oh, sorry,
no!
I said Latreia. I'm What's for Dinner. I'm What's for Dinner has to pull out a miracle here with the sword. 2 versus 1.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh no! Stab, stab!
Oh, red team wins. I lose all my fucking points to end the night.
No.
All is now right with the world. Congratulations, red team, on an upset victory. Laura Ann and Bunny Cake, y'all are VIPs. Pretty good stuff. That was fun. Now we'll switch back over to the live camera. And I'm an idiot because it should have been on that for all the fights. I could have finished the night with 18,000 points, but instead I fucked up. And that's what I get.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
All right. We did drop some frames during that. It's really difficult to run that game without dropping frames. You have to have a pretty high streaming bitrate and pretty solid internet. But, you know, it is what it is. So, good stuff. We're going to go ahead and move us to the outro. There's no other activity feed things to redeem. So, cool. Gonna mark it. If you guys redeem anything from here on out, I'm just going to refund it to you because we'll be in the outro. So, alright, marking it. Yeah, I think that's just about everything that we have for this particular episode of Storytime. Again, if you have a story that you would like to send to us, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, click on Contact Us, fill out that form. It does come directly to us. Or hit us up on any of our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/scaryish podcast. Twitter is @scariyishpod, and Instagram is @scariyishpodcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/scariyishpodcast. Those are monthly donations. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free. And
ad-free is what big.
Tiers go up from there. And we also posted the new rewards that will be sent out to our Badge of Honor patrons and above. So if you want to go check that out, you can. If you're not into the monthly donation type thing, you can also go to coffee, ko-fi.com/scaryish podcast, and those are one-time donations.
Nice. So thank you to everyone who watches live, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/Scaryish podcast, youtube.com/Scaryish, and thank you to everyone who listens not live. You guys all mean the world to us, and that's just about everything for us. So Robin, why don't you go ahead and sign us out?
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.